And yes, you have to do this beforehand if this is for a project. And this is the science behind it. It's dissolving the crystals in a super saturated solution means that the salts took advantage of the energy in the water to dissolve it until like there was no more space between the molecules and make space for the crystals. And as the water cools down, it gives the crystals time to form. And as the water cools down, it makes it easier and like the crystals form more. And the process of forming the actual crystals happens through evaporation. And the crystals have time to form and get into shape. Over time, the crystals become more delicate and they do change color. And everything happens over time, so this isn't a process that you can speed up. There's nothing that you can do to speed up the process. You just have to wait, and just when you see the crystals forming, you have to wait until the entire bottom is like the entire bottom of the eggshell is ready and filled with crystals, and that's how you know that it is completely done and that it's completely formed. Natural crystals that are formed in rocks form the same way as they do in eggshells, actually. And obviously the ingredients and like the time is different, because for eggshells you were there to watch the process and you're checking on it every day. And crystals, aka geodes, you're not there to watch it happen. It just happens through nature, and they obviously use more natural ingredients, and it just happens over time. And that's just how God created it, and there's nothing that we can do about that. And actually, this is also how rock candy is made, but obviously with edible ingredients. And it obviously happens through a machine and a faster process. So all of these happen through a process. And growing crystals in borax is a simpler and faster way of going through the recrystallization process. And it actually happens faster than they do in nature. And you're making a solution with more powder than the water can actually hold, as a matter of fact, which makes it easier for the crystals to form. And the more you wait, the more your crystals will actually form. And crystals have a symmetrical shape, and they will always be like that until the end of time. And they have different shapes and sizes and a repeating pattern. And they all have different shapes and sizes. And over time, crystals do become more delicate and they do change their color. So that's why you have to be really careful, especially if they're from nature. If you have a crystal that is from nature, you have to keep them in a specific spot and you can't touch it, or else if you drop it, it will break, because they are really delicate and they are like glass and they are very sharp. So